Yeah. What's up? Good, popping, cracking, percolating was really good in the hood. It is your man, Theo Butler. I'm sorry, I'm crunk. I'm sorry. Yeah. Before we came live tonight, my wife had made me some breakfast food. I'm knocking that off and everything like that. Had my cup of coffee. One day, somebody gonna give us a sponsorship deal for the cup of coffee and everything like that. But we had a cup of coffee and we just finished listening to some Drew Hill. Yeah, I should be your boyfriend. Yeah. So we crunk. We in a good mood. It's Wednesday, hump day in the USA. Hopefully your Wednesday is going well. Hopefully your Wednesday went great, fantabulous, if you will. Yeah. Because it be in the middle of the week, we need that. That said, I think we got I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I don't think we got a great show tonight. I know we got a great show tonight. I know we got a great show, and I'm gonna start at some point in time. So if you got to catch the replay, you just gonna have to catch the replay because we ain't here for a good time, a fun time, an entertaining time, not to be confused with a long time. No, that we got one. Oh, went back down to 0. I don't know, folks. Hey, listen. Soon as we get to, I don't know. I'm gonna do this like this because some folks say my service my internet don't be making it do what it's gonna do. So we don't want folks saying we got. See, I told y'all. Bam, there we go. That changed it on over and everything. We got 2. That's a crew. Y'all know me. I'm gonna make it do what it's gonna do. Yeah. So let me go ahead and put these reading utensils on and everything like that right there yonder. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh man, ain't nothing like 90s music, is it? Whew. Laid back, kicking, enjoying the ride. We had Escape going on back then. Oh man. Let me see here. We back down to 1. I'm gonna go ahead and get started though. Because like I said, I'm in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Why the MCU may still have a Black Panther problem? Yeah. I know what we talk about here in the Rock With Me Nation. Yeah, I know how we talk amongst ourselves. I do. But outside the Rock With Me Nation, it's some folks still upset. and they able to articulate why they upset, and you be like, damn, I thought it was just us. So you bothered too? Okay, all right. Black Widow and Quicksilver 2-pack. I dropped today. I want to say 1 o'clock. Gonna see. Yeah, and everything like that. I'm gonna do what I can to keep up with these notes. I see people popping in, popping out, and everything like that. It's 6:30. You gotta eat. Black Panther Intergalactic. Issue 4 made me think of some stuff. Because y'all saw what I saw, that y'all saw. And I'm like, well, damn, how many, you remember the video that we did earlier this week? We was talking about the WakandanSchool of Alternative Study. Yeah, how many folks we got there now? Being a black nerd in comics, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Oh my God. Boy, hey, yeah. I think it's some expectations on us that ain't on other people. I do, and I'm gonna try and take everybody into consideration when I broach that topic. But yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that because boy, look, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. Yeah. We ain't like that. We're gonna give props up and everything like that. Speaking of giving props up and everything, shout out to Roland Martin. He said that the Target boycott was over. Moving right along. Fans, Fanatics, and LARPers. I was this old when I found out what a LARPer was. I had no idea what that was, but it makes sense. Fans, Fanatics, and LARPers in comics. The price of a character's popularity. That's gonna be a loaded topic when we get there because it's I feel like I hear Tevin Campbell in the background singing, Can We Talk? And illegal aliens in Medicaid. The lie that more than half the country was in on. Let's see here. We still got one. That's probably my wife or Kimoyo or grandmother. Somebody listening while they in route to the house and everything like that. But like I said, I'm not going to belabor the point. We came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. So I'm going to start right here at the most obvious thing. Yeah, congratulations to Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan on their Oscar winnings Sunday night. No, that's real. That's real, because we know we don't really get them things like that. We don't. And so I wanted to congratulate both of them and everything like that. Job well done for their work on Sinners. Absolutely. Ryan Coogler directing Sinners and Michael B. Jordan's performance is not one, but two characters in Sinners. Yeah, and I don't want people to think that's an easy thing to do and everything like that. There's editing involved. You as the actor, you got to actually picture talking to yourself and everything like that. So amazing job all the way around the cast and crew. Definitely wish Brother Delroy would have got some and everything like that. Long overdue. I ain't seen Delroy miss yet. That's all I'm saying. I ain't seen Delroy miss yet. So definitely wish he would have won something, but it's the Oscars. That said, I want to say this because I wanted to congratulate him, because folks don't think you're able to do a couple of things. My daughter being one of them. She's like, Dad, I said, what? You're not really happy for Ryan Coogler. I said, no, yes, I am. He won an Oscar. That's not an easy thing for us to do and everything like that. She said, what about Michael B. Jordan? I said, no. I said, I like Mike. I bought Michael's comic books. If you ain't bought Creed the Next Round 4-issue series, I highly recommend it. It's nice. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm covered and everything like that. That said, no, I don't want to see Ryan Coogler around no superhero project. No, I don't think he gets it. I don't think he understands it. I don't think he cares about it. Ironically enough, that would be what actually put him over the hill per se, put him on the map per se. But no, nope, I don't want that. I ain't the only one either. Especially when I just seen a video the other day of somebody saying he will never forgive Ryan. I was like, wow. Younger brother too. I'll never forgive Ryan Coogler. You'll never? Never's a long time. I don't think I've ever said never. He'll never forgive Ryan Coogler for how he's portrayed T'Challa in the MCU. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Which gets me to this next topic. Nice little segue. See, we give them their flowers. Give them their flowers. Then move over. I get it. I understand it. You're a movie fan. You're an MCU fan. You don't care what I'm getting ready to say, and I get why you don't care. But it's a lot of comic book fans, from what I'm seeing on social media, they side-eye Avengers, Doomsday, and Avengers Secret Wars for damn near what the dude said in regards to T'Challa. Where he at? And let me just say this. T'Challa ain't Shuri. Shuri ain't T'Challa. When people make videos or they comment on a specific character and you just throw somebody else up in there that happen to share the same name, what you're saying is that those characters are interchangeable. You're low-key dry snitching on yourself. You're not a comic book fan. You're a movie fan. These characters start in the comics. I don't want to say your opinion isn't appreciated. It's just taken with a grain of salt. Because you want to always make it about who you like, and the only reason why you like them is because they've been put in your face. T'Challa ain't been put in your face like that, so you don't care about him like that, which is why folks are dropping they'll never forgive Ryan Coogler videos. That's crazy. So going back to that, I don't know how I get it. I get the hype. I've seen the trailers. But when you know the story behind Time Runs Out, it ain't no different than you knowing the story behind Flashpoint. Now, watch why I go with this one, because this will make sense unless somebody's going to practice cognitive dissonance. Flashpoint, they showed up in the movie theaters. That's trash. It's trash in regards to the story in the comics. It's trash in regards to the story in the animation. It's several key characters missing. It's several key characters that make contributions to the story being told is what I'm saying. They missing. Okay, well, I don't know what the Russo brothers gonna do. I don't. But if Kevin Feige or anybody else thought there weren't people that was clocking what was going on with T'Challa, besides, right, he need to know better. Oh no, it's quite a few folks clocking what was going on with T'Challa, and while they might not have been picking up what we was putting down back in 2020, oh, it's 2026 now, dog. Oh, oh yeah. You ran out of excuses a long time ago, and Ryan Coogler is not gonna be your savior. He ain't. You got one time, because all it's gonna take, you got some folks wanting to go see it. That's Black Panther fan, comic book fan. All it's gonna take is for them to go to the movie, opening day, opening night, and T'Challa ain't in it. Oh, you done lost all kind of money. You can't replace him with Shorty. That's not gonna work. Shorty got her own story to tell. That's not gonna work. If T'Challa don't show up in that movie, all that money that you make will be on opening day weekend. It will not it won't carry over. I'm telling you, it won't carry over, because now the question is going to be, who did it better, the Russo brothers or Jonathan Hickman? Who you think we got our money on? Who you think we got our money on? I'm just gonna tell you. I hope we got the money on. I hope. Let me see. We got D. Steezle and the Kimoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group. D. Steezle. I'm gonna say Mr. Rock with me Nation, because he do it all. That's what that is. As they should. The movie is not making Avatar money. Well, you know how I would deal with Coogler. Thanks, Steezle. Yeah, so I'm just putting folks on notice, because I'm good. But it sounded bitter. I'm past the bitter stage. See where we at? I was bitter 2020, 2021. I'm not bitter no more. Buddy sounded angry. Pissed is what he said. Oh man. We're gonna inject a little levity into the show and everything like that. So I'm watching this brother, handsome brother. I ain't even act like that. He over there on Instagram and everything like that. He's a blurred. I don't know if y'all seen him. He be talking about he used to get bullied. I don't know who in the hell was bullying him. He over there on Instagram. He's a blurred. He say supposed to be bullying. I don't know who was bullying him and everything like that. He a pretty boy. He is. Got the Albie Shore, Christopher Williams things going on and everything. He did a video today or yesterday, and he said short black men always were picked at him. You know, short black men were always intimidated by him. I'm like, I'm short black men, short. Now, maybe I got triggered because I'm 5'8", which ain't necessarily considered tall unless we're going off of USA standards. If we're looking at American guidelines, I'm pretty tall. I'm just not extremely tall. But no, I'm not short according to American guidelines. But Buddy looked like he played football and everything. He looked like a superhero and everything like that. And so he was talking about how, you know, short black men always felt intimidated by him. I like, that ain't. I was trying to figure out, maybe he was talking about the short brothers, because he's very specific. He said short black men. like, I guess it was just short black men, like no other man of any other race. But, and I don't want to be called no hater by him or nothing like that. But then I was like, well, because he said he had it easy with women. And the brothers was short black men was upset because he had it easy with women. Okay, I don't necessarily know if that's a height thing. Because I didn't. Like, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to say that. Like, I don't want to, because then I would be low key. I got a pass. That I'm not necessarily proud of. But in that past, if I go back and look at my past and everything, I got 5'9", 5'10", 6 feet, 6'2". Like the women that I've dated, like I don't know what he talking about, is what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I say, I don't want to say too much because he said, bro, because I asked him in the comment, I said, you just the short black man? Because I ain't but 5'8", and I don't, the problems you talking about brothers having in your area, I ain't never had a problem. Lord Jesus. Theo, no, go and tell it. Let me see. If we go down history, you got puppy love. You got puppy love. That's the first person you fall in love with and everything like that. I remember puppy love. Then there was young love. Okay, well, she was 5'10". She was taller than me. I didn't care. I'm that dude. You better put your heels on. Well, that's gonna make me taller than you. I don't give two damns. Put your heels on. So, big dog, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe because I know a lot of some dude. Big dog, I just don't know. Big dog, I think was maybe in your area and everything like that. Because I don't know which. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I know dudes tall, 6'4", 6'5", and they ain't never stopped me from doing what I was gonna do. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Like I don't. My brother Daryl in the building? What's going on? Hey, my brother Daryl got a in-depth comic book review tonight. Y'all make sure y'all there. 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all make sure y'all clock in the place to be. We gonna be there and everything like that. Cause my brother wrong. He reviewing wrong. He doing wrong. That's all I'm gonna tell you right there. Moving right along. Yeah, I'm in that minority. I wasn't bullied like that when someone tried, they fell. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was low key Mr. Take Your Girl. I can't even believe that my first time. That's my first time actually uttering that. But like I ain't saying. I'm just saying. So I don't know what I don't know the dudes in your area. I don't know the dudes in his area and everything like that. And my crew, I wasn't the tallest one in my crew. You could say I was around about the shortest ones in my crew, but we ain't never had them problems. I don't know who. Maybe it's the military. Maybe it's the Marine Corps. Maybe it's the Navy thing and everything like that. Maybe them brothers. But being intimidated by a dude, no. I don't even know why that would be. You got clothes. I got clothes. You work out. I work out. I don't. You got cologne. I got cologne. You got a whip. I got a whip. I don't necessarily, because what I don't think you can do is handle me on the dance floor. And women, they look at how a man move. I wear a size 12. So you can be taller than me and we still wearing the same damn shoe size. You sugar dig what I'm saying? And I'm nice on the dance floor. And they say, women, look at a man's shoe size and watch how he be moving on the dance floor. And they arrive to their own conclusions, whether they right or wrong. So I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, big dog. Hey, you say a short black man. I'm not hating. We need to do a video so I can get some clarification. And I need to know if this followed you from where you were growing up as a kid to where you living at right now, or if you staying in the same spot. I need some clarification on that statement, big dog. You ain't hit me back yet either. And I know you popular and everything like that, but I want to expound on that one right there. Moving right along. We came in here for a good time. Not to be confused with a long time. This won't take too long. I watched Avengers Confidential last night. I didn't think it was gonna be good. Black Widow and Frank Castle. Black Widow and yeah, man, y'all seen that? Avengers Confidential, Black Widow and the Punisher. That was nice. That was nice. Because Marvel animation really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. I like that and everything like that. The Punisher was the Punisher. Was everything like that. Natasha was Natasha. I was picking that up. So I enjoyed that one. I did. Y'all let me know. Speaking of stay, we're gonna stay right here because we could talk this all day long. Fans, fanatics, and LARPers in comics. Daryl would know what a LARPer was. I didn't know what a LARPer was until a couple of days ago. A live action role player. So a couple of things. You grown, we grown, I'm grown, we all grown. You a fan, I'm a fan. I'm trying to understand where we get at in this thing on social media where you talk to somebody differently than you would talk to them if y'all were in the barbershop getting your hair cut. See what I just did? There could be a topic come up in the barbershop. Maybe it's LeBron, Mike, who's the GOAT. Maybe somebody then said Tom Brady the GOAT, and somebody like myself then said, nah, it's Joe Montana. You would like to think that those conversations, because we right there within reaching distance of one another, not going to regress into what we see on social media. And so I'm trying to understand, when do we, because I'm going to say it. I lost somebody that I thought was a friend because of a disagreement about two dudes. We don't know. It wasn't about two dudes. It was about sports. What's the word I'm looking for? Sportsmanship. He felt like what Colorado did, stomping on somebody's logo, was wrong. And I said, I'm gonna say it was right. And I said, no, they was just upset the other week about people stepping on their logo. Stepping on somebody's logo, he tried to say is within the course of the game. No, it's not within the course of the game. You celebrating on somebody's logo is not within the course of the game. And if me and you on the same team, we out of town and we thumping them, we beating them. Football. And you wants to go get your Terrell Owens on, run all the way from the end zone where you just scored and go step in the middle of their logo. I'm gonna stand there and look at you just like this. It's principles involved. You can be like, Theo, why you didn't help? Because see, I wouldn't want them stepping on my logo. If you step on my logo, I'm gonna give them exactly what they gave you. You gonna do it too. I don't know why you thought this was the right damn thing. Well, clearly he was upset. Theo, you ain't always right. I say that in more than enough videos. I'm not always right. I know I'm not always right. Not always wrong either. Not always wrong either. But I'm trying to figure out when we get to this point where we start talking to folks sideways on social media for folks we don't even know. That's the fanatic. That's the fanatic right there. The fanatic is going to cuss you out about their favorite team. Probably ain't never been to a damn game. They gonna cuss you out about their favorite artist. Oh, good Lord have mercy. I got folks mad at me about Busta Rhymes. Have you met Busta? Does Busta know you willing to fight for him? Because at the very least, it should be reciprocated. Busta should know you willing to fight for him, because Busta should be wanting to throw hands for you. I got folks wanting to throw hands, wanting to argue about 50. Does Curtis know y'all down for him like that? That y'all gonna cuss, lose all your mind over him? Do he know that? Because I ain't finna do that. I can talk about Michael Jordan. I can tell you what Mike did. I'm not finna cuss you out about Michael Jordan. Now, what I'm finna cuss you out about Mike for? Mike don't pay no bills over here. I ain't ever met Mike. And all we're having is a discussion. I ain't smashing Mike. You ain't smashing LeBron. You ain't smashing Kobe. Like, they ain't paying your bills. What we talking about? Well, you didn't got to the point on social media where you will say something you know you would never say in the presence of that person. You acting like a fanatic. You acting like a fanatic. Now let me address the LARPers, the live action role players. There was a video. I saw it. I kept going. Like I be telling folks, everything you see ain't meant to be spoken on. That's what grandma and them used to tell me. Just keep it going. It is three dudes, right? And they were trying to convince people you can be a comic book fan without reading comic books. You know what? We low-key been saying that over here with the Rock With Me Nation for the longest damn time. Folks don't put respect on the comic book genre. Because what we got folks over there in the MCU, executives saying comic book fans, that's a red flag to them. We only doing that with comic books though. Because how do you say, well, I can be a doctor without reading one medical book? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but you got to study. There's more than enough that if we actually created a class on Black Panther and we handed out a test just to see where you stood, more than enough with flunk. More than enough with flunk. Some basic questions. You flunk because you ain't putting the work in. And in not wanting to put any work in, what you want to do is diminish those that have put work in. You what the work they didn't put in, the years that character been around, the comic books that folks that spent money on, that's irrelevant. I know what they know in a matter of minutes. You know. And the sad part is you got folks listening to you because you the loudest one in the room. This is how we get folks saying it's just a mantle. Yeah, you can be a LARPer and have won an Oscar. Yeah. you could be a LARPer and be working at a movie studio as the head executive. Yeah, you damn sure can. you damn sure can. Because what you're gonna try and do is push your stuff off the 1999 like it's the original thing, the 616. I was this old when I found out what a LARPer was. Yep, you absolutely can be a LARPer. And the amount of zeros you got in your bank account don't mean you can't be. No. You just need to act like you know when it's clear right there in black and white. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, LARPers will come in and say it's just been a mantle. Mind you, you can be a LARPer and be a movie critic. You can be a LARPer and be a comic book reviewer. Yes, good Lord, you can, because I've seen them do it. I don't know why they did it, but I've seen them do it. Being a LARPer would get you this. T'Challa died in the comics. Yeah, that's what being a LARPer would get you this. T'Challa mistreated Shooty in the comments, and Logan has always been the love of her life. That's what being a LARPer would get you. I was this old. I was this old when I that's a LARPer. Live action role player. So you acting like you a comic book fan. You acting like you a comic book expert. I'm not. You acting like you didn't read them comics. I thought to say something else, but that was gonna take it too far. That's gonna push it. No, you ain't done none of that. And then gonna go above and beyond to discredit other people talking about, oh, well, it's always been a mantle. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Why you saying that? Let me keep up with these notes real quick. Y'all, if y'all haven't already, if y'all could hit that like button and everything like that, I appreciate you so much. That's how we pay bills around here. That's colonizer mentality. You want something, but not what created it. Hey, young world. Daryl say, oh, I LARP. I was this old. I didn't know what that was. I said, damn, that make all the sense in the world. One thing that irritates me is when they say T'Challa always treated Storm bad. That's a LARPer. That's somebody who is gonna say it loud because they black and they proud. And they probably got, and ain't nobody gonna go check behind them. They gonna feel like they accredited. What? Because I like to ask the question, what comic book? And no one has ever been able to point me to the comic book, regardless of who they are. Because I like to ask direct questions. No. Don't tell me you got it from a source. No, damn it. Tell me the source. Give me the comic book. Give me the story arc. Point me in the right direction. And I'll go see for myself. You either going to be right or you're going to be wrong. You ain't got nothing to lose. But you know what? Ain't nobody who said T'Challa mistreated Aurora ever pointed. No writer. You want me to say that again? No writer. No comic book reviewer. No comic book critic. No movie reviewer. No fan. No fanatic. No LARPer. They all been asked, where's the story? What's the comic? Give me this, and they still silent. But they can remain silent because they top-notch this, they top-notch that. They, in essence, they got the microphone. And nobody that's on their level is going to say, you full of shit, because everybody want to get along. All right? I'm not here to glaze nobody. I'm not going to glaze you. I'm not glazing you when I say your work is excellent. I'm not hating on you when I say your work needs improvement. No, I'm going to call it for what it is, which is why anyway. What's going on? Right America in the building. What is going on? Ronnie J is in the building. What's going on? It's a lineage. Yeah. So I just wanted to get that out the way, that whole, because I was this old. I didn't know it was LARPers, Lord Hammer. Folks actually pretend to be comic book fans. Well, I guess that's what wound up happening when the character become popular and you want to seem like you in the know and everything when you don't know a day. It's easy. Just pick up a book. It's easier than that in 2026. It's too many folks doing comic book reviews. Like what? Never mind. Speaking of doing being a black nerd in comics, Lord have mercy, Jesus. They're gonna love this one. So, first and foremost, I don't call myself a blurred. I'm a nerd. I like what I like. I'm gonna spend my money and my time on what I like. That's what that is. As I've gotten older, what I've liked and what I choose to spend my money on, entertainment-wise, has changed. As a proud member of Generation X, it don't get no more damn diverse than us. It don't. Donkey Kong, Dig Dug, Asteroids, Asteroids Deluxe, Centipede, Laser Disc, Stand Alive. We came along with the whole. We caught John Travolta before y'all knew who John Travolta was. He was Benny Testaverde. What, Benny Barbarino? Oh yeah. We was watching Welcome Back Carter, The Fish That Saved Damn Pittsburgh. Hell, we was Generation X kids. I don't know why we was at the Cheech and Chong movie. We weren't old enough to watch no movie where two grown-ass men were smoking weed throughout the damn movie. But there we were, sitting right there. So we know every damn thing about diversity. Don't know how the hell it got the way it's rolled back here everything now. I don't. But in comics, I like what I like. As I've gotten older, like I said, my taste in certain things has changed. I said earlier, I'm like Terrell Owens. I love me some me. But I think it's safe to say there are certain expectations on the Black comic book fan that ain't on nobody else. I'm not saying they fair. I'm not saying they not fair. I'm just saying I noticed that they sitting there. They sitting there. You white, you get to read whatever you want to read. You got a plethora of comic books to choose from. You got a plethora of different publishing companies to go to. You do. You got you all over the place. You can look at you and say, I don't care for that. And ain't nobody gonna ever say you not being white. But ain't nobody ever gonna question your whiteness because you ain't reading a particular comic book. What they gonna say is you just don't like it. Which is honestly how I think it should be. You just don't like it. It ain't like that over here, though. It ain't. So, hey, safe space. Safe space. We can agree to disagree on this segment right here. We absolutely can. I'm just going to tell you what I observed this year. So, Rock With Me Nation, my brother Daryl and everything like that, Steezle, Gray, Grand Madam, Mr. Smith, Kimoyo, we stay focused on Black representation year round. We don't really take no off day. even if we reviewing a comic book that ain't got nothing to do with us, don't take no off day. We locked in. The Rock With Me Nation, we right there. But even with that though, as the Rock With Me Nation, we don't tell each other what the other person got to do. We know who we are. We know what we doing. We know what we're about. Ain't nobody sitting around here. Hey man, you don't buy that. You ain't Black. we just look at it like this. If you don't buy it, you ain't interested in it. That's all that is. But somebody else that's in the Rock With Me Nation probably will buy it. So I'm sitting up here and I'm looking like, we got DC so white. DC don't trip. You worked hard for that. You worked hard for that hashtag. You worked hard for that hashtag. So somebody that came up with it. We got Marvel-less comics. I didn't turn it into no hashtag. I didn't want to. When you look at it though, right? When you take a look at it, should I like every Black comic book to come out? Is that my responsibility to buy every Black comic book to come out just because it's Black? I could ask the question, what make a comic book Black? But I think we pretty much know that. But is it required? Am I supposed to buy every Black comic book to come out just because it's Black? Or do I have a right to like what I like? Do I have a right to select what I want to select? Read what I want to read, especially since it's my money. And I'm just asking. Now, mind you, like I said, Rock with me, nation. We know who we are. We stay invested. But I'm not I was talking to Daryl the other day. I gotta get a Spawn action figure. I know I gotta get a Spawn action figure. I don't have one. I don't. But then again, I don't read Spawn comic books. I don't. Joseph Ilegal's letter. That was the very first Spawn anything I read. The character just never resonated with me. I saw Michael Jai White play the character. Maybe the character doesn't resonate with me because I'm sick of us looking like barbecue milk toast on screen. We always got to be the foobarb character. I get sick and tired of that. That you a character looking like they've been burnt up to a crisp or mutilated in some type of way. You putting that in front of me and telling me, here you go. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. If my dude can't look like the $6 million man or the bionic woman, I'm straight. I'm straight. You got my dog looking like burnt rubber. Meanwhile, Lucifer down here still pretty as hell. I'm good. I'm good. That might have, but I still got to get me a Spawn action figure. But am I wrong for not collecting Spawn? Because I don't. I'm just telling you, I don't. Let me get up here with these notes and everything. Spawn is my second favorite black anti-hero. He's definitely an amazing written character. I do not doubt that at all. No, you are not. Hell no. Black folks make subpar shit too. That covered my brother D Real. Diabolical say, yeah, we're in the age of information and technology. No excuse for people to not know these comics. Yeah. And so, I mean, Tony Monero, Saturday Night Forever, you should be dancing. Yeah, man. Come on, somebody. My brother Daryl say, some LARPers are cosplayers and some cosplayers are collectors. You did? Yes, sir. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let me see here. The only excuse they use is T'Challa created contingency plans for storming the X-Men. That's if they read comics, but the more X-Men stories you read, the more they prove T'Challa right. Boy, look here. Not only that, but T'Challa had contingency plans for everybody. So I don't think we ever got mad at Bruce for having contingency plans. So I don't, and I like Bruce. So I don't know why T'Challa wouldn't have contingency plans. And matter of fact, why well, you know what? I ain't even gonna necessarily say, you know what? Yeah, he was. I started saying I ain't gonna necessarily say he was the first one to thought about it. No, yeah, he was. But why wouldn't you? You got superpower folks running around on your planet and you don't know how to take them down? I ain't trying to hear that. Didn't the USA have sentinels for mutants? Yeah, stop the cap. Tom McLaurin also drawing a Chadwick T'Challa Spawn hybrid art cover when he passed. Lord have mercy. I did not know that. I didn't know that. So yeah, that was the thing that I wanted to ask. I just think I think there are expectations, rightfully so, wrongfully so, on us as black comic book collectors that aren't on anyone else. If we're talking about black indie comics, we got to find them. We got to hope the comic books stop selling. If not, we got to find them where we can order them and get them. If they're not in the comic book store, we run the risk it might be a Kickstarter or something. We gonna pay more than somebody else than we would pay for another comic book. That comic book might not continue running. Thus, you get stuck with an incomplete story. The artwork might be trash. We've experienced that. The story might, and it could be a black artist, and the artwork is substandard. It could be a whole black creative team, and the artwork is substandard. It could be a whole black creative team, and the writer be substandard. Lord knows we got those. Am I still supposed to buy? Am I supposed to settle for substandard, subpar comic books just because they feature a black character, just because they have a black writer, just because they have a black artist? Because I would never feel that pressure in regards to Steve Ditko is not my favorite artist. I'm just see how I said that real quick. If I look at it and I can tell it's Steve Ditko, I don't want to buy the comic. I'm pretty sure it's just me, but I'm not a Steve Ditko fan. George Perez, sign me up. Sign me up. Even when we talked about the brother that was writing with Peter B. Gillis, David Cowell, Dennis Cowell, sign me up. Sign me up. Let me get some more of that. The Alex Ross covers, oh man, the covers was nice. The story was trash. Was I supposed to lock into that story? Because the story was written by a black dude. Would I I bought it, but would I have been a sellout if I didn't buy it? Would I have been wrong if I didn't buy it? I think them fair question. It was trash. I bought the Night Thrasher series. Somebody owe me some money. Somebody owe me some money. I bought the Luke Cage series. Somebody owe me some money. Then I want to get to this part right here. Propaganda. Propaganda. Did it need to sell out? The new history of the DC universe, the Dakota incident, did it need to sell out for them to give us a monthly comic book? Because I thought that was trash. I thought that statement was trash. I thought that type of pressure being applied was trash. And if for no other reason, why? Comic books, the #1 demographic are European males. That's what that is. There's a segment of that demographic that's not going to buy a comic book with anybody leading it that's not a European male. Why are we applying that pressure? Because I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't know nobody that's a Green Arrow fan. I don't know nobody that's sitting up here talking about, oh, good Lord, Jesus have mercy, I got to get me the next Carol Danvers. Nothing. I don't know. It's way too many comics out there where ain't nobody checking for them. They don't mind investing in them. But over here, they want to tell you, we got to do something they not even doing. Is that fair? I got to do what I know damn good and well, not even the European male is doing. And we're saying it. We're saying it to each other. No, I like what Daryl said. Reduce your footprints. No business in America can survive if it's not diverse. Say that one more time, because I don't know if we believe what we see on social media or we think it's just there. You can't survive as a public entity, business, and you're going to be one-sided. The only reason why DC keeps doing what they're doing, okay. Now, I'm going to say I'm involved in this. I'm going to say that. How many of us say DC so white but still buy DC comics? Ain't no need in complaining about not being represented and you still buying. Watch where I go with this. How many of us that say DC so white still reviewing DC comics? Regardless of who we are. Because see, they're not going to survive if folks stop. They can't survive off the European male dollar alone. If they could, they wouldn't make characters that aren't European male. They can't survive off that alone. How many of us still interact with DC? Didn't I just cover Absolute Batman? Ain't no need in complaining about it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Ain't no need in saying DC so white and we still covering DC comics. That don't make no sense. That's being redundant. Ain't no sense in complaining about what Marvel got going on and we still buying Marvel comic books. That ain't sending the right message. I like what old boy did in regards to the Coca-Cola formula. I ain't buying no more Coca-Cola until y'all bring me my original formula back. He meant what he said. He said what he meant. Now, I ain't buying no more Coca-Cola till I get my we all know some writers are black in name only. Yeah. Tom McFarlane. Yeah. Of course he had plans for Aurora. Hello, the Shadow King. Yeah. Tom McLaren also drawing a chat with Charles. Yeah. So I just wanted to ask some questions. Moving right along. Moving right along. We're moving right along. Petty moment. We did this last week. I feel like we could do this again and everything like that. Shift gears, going from the comment. I ain't know Roland Martin started the Target boycott. I don't know if I don't know. I'm still bewildered, baffled. Let me see here. Let me go to this again. Let me see here. Roland Martin ends Target boycott. Roland Martin ends Target boycott. That's crazy. You can ask you can ask Chat GPT almost anything. It's gonna tell you what you want. You see here? Yeah, let me go to AI mode. Yeah, Roland Martin ends Target boy. Roland Martin has not ended the Target boy. Rather, he has been a vocal critic of recent attempts to declare it over. Oh, as of March 20, 2026, the status of the boycott is characterized by a split between different leaders. Boycott continues. Original organized activists, including Roland Martin, maintain that the boycott is still active because Target has not reinstated its diversity policies. Martin has specifically criticized those who suggest otherwise, calling out miscommunication and media framing that cause confusion among supporters. The best way to do this is just not have your name get caught up in it. Controversial Pastor Jamal Bryant, who initiated a 40-day fast from Target during Lent, held a news conference announcing the end of his specific. Why would you do that? Just feel like you got to be in front of the news camera. So if you were doing it for the right reason, you wouldn't need to be in front of the camera. Bryant's announcement led to significant backlash from other activists who argued he was trying to co-opt the movement that began before his fast and should continue until tangible change. This is true. National Baptist Convention donation added to the attention. The National Baptist Convention donation, USA, recently accepted a $300,000 donation from Target, a move Roland Martin heavily criticized and undermining the boycott's goal. That would be it. In summary, while the Lenten fast led by Jamal Bryant has concluded, the broader national boycott supported by Roland Martin and various racial justice groups remains in effect. That's crazy. Well, shout out. We got accurate news and everything like that. Can we just do what we gonna do? If you're doing it for the right reason, you ain't got to make no announcement. You just go on about your business. For instance, Theo, you love college football? Yeah, I do. You still follow Josh Pate? College football? Nope. Why not? I don't think our morals line up. I don't think our morals line up. Like I don't think our love for our fellow man line up. I think he's somebody that's subject to turn more so into a Tommy Tuberville some point down the road than actually turn into a Paul Feinbaum. Yeah, Josh Pate got Tommy Tuberville tendencies, and if he know what that is, and I'm not gonna support that. I don't know how many folks were Auburn Tiger fans when Tommy Tuberville was head coach, but I'm of the mindset right now that if you look like me and you supported him and you heard what he said recently, you would probably throw hands with Tommy. You probably would. You probably feel betrayed by Tommy based on the rhetoric that, yeah, I think Josh will go fall in that line. So we just gonna keep the party rolling. But yeah, you doing it for the right reason. You ain't got to announce it. Neither he or Jamal Bryant started the boycott. Our Black Queen star sure did. And I wish we'd have just left it right there with them queens. Like, if we're gonna stick the microphone in anybody's face, can we give it to them? So they started. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want the microphone. I would give the microphone to Grand Madam Tarot, sister. Yeah. Yeah. Because I didn't do it. Let me see here. I tolerated years of George Tusker art because I wanted to read Luke Cage. Him and Frank Roberts got some. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Notice what you said though. You said you tolerated it. That's what I'm saying. We tolerated subpar for quite some time. We still finna do that. I think it's safe to say, as us being fans, we all have suffered some subpar work at some point in time. But I think, when we get better, they say when you know better, you do better. I want to throw this on out here real quick. And then we're gonna bring it back with a comic book segment. Been in here for almost an hour. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here real early tonight. Illegal aliens in Medicaid. The more I think about that, the more mad I get. Illegal aliens in Medicaid. The more I think about that, the more I get pissed. I'm gonna tell you why. I met my wife working for Blue Cross Blue Shield here in the state of Florida under Medicaid. We know the ins and outs of Medicaid. That was before Governor DeSuck-ass became governor. He know the ins and outs of Medicaid too. He ain't doing anything to make it better for citizens in the state of Florida to apply for Medicaid. But let me tell you why I got mad, why I stay mad about Medicaid. I saw politicians run with that from coast to coast. I'm going to say again, I saw politicians run with that narrative from coast to coast. The problem is that while my wife and I met at Blue Cross Blue Shield under the state of Florida Medicaid plan, by 2021, my wife and I were working for the Agency for Healthcare Administration, AHCA, where we were assigning plans to people under Medicaid. That same Blue Cross Blue Shield, that United Healthcare, all that stuff. There's a picture that I keep on my cell phone. It's to remind me of something. No differently than I keep the video from January 6th on my phone, so you'll never be able to lie about the Capitol. You won't be able to do that. No, you'll be able to do a lot of stuff. You won't be able to lie about who attacked the Capitol on January 6th. You won't even be able to say you walked up on the Capitol. No, I got video footage of folks that don't look like me acting like savages, running up on the White House January 6th. You can say whatever you want to say to anybody else, but I got it on my phone. Well, here's where I get in my feelings. Having worked for Medicaid like I have, it ain't just been black people working in that call center. Let me say it one more time. It wasn't just black people working in that call center. And it wasn't just young people working in them call centers. No, more than enough of y'all pushed that lie as regular American citizens to the point where I want to put hands on you. Let me see if I got this right. 52% white women voted for the Republicans. You worked in them offices. You lied. %54% Latino men voted for that dude. You worked in them call centers. You lied. All other races, 45%, you worked in them call centers. In essence, you knew the backwards and forwards to Medicaid. In essence, you knew no illegal alien could ever qualify for Medicaid. And you sat up there and not only did you not say anything, you never said he was lying. You took your ass to work every damn day and never said the dude was lying. Knowing what you had to go through to sign somebody up for Medicaid, you yourself having to sign somebody up for Medicaid, you yourself having to sign somebody up for those plans under Medicaid, they got to have what? What do they need to have? A damn social security number. You know it. I know it. Everybody that worked at them offices know it. And you voted for this dude anyway. Well, hell, if you voted for the dude and you knew he was lying, I can only think of one reason why you did it. I can only think of one reason why you did it. And it's the reason you don't want folks to say. You want to practice that behavior, but you don't want to be called out for that behavior. You lied. You've been lying. Just because you're afraid, just because you're insecure, you've been lying. And you put our country at risk because you are a coward. You've been lying. You've been lying about that since somebody said it. I could look at Ron DeSantis in his damn face right now and say, you a liar. You know damn good and well you ain't got no elite, but you know what else you ain't got? You ain't got your Medicaid offices fully staffed. Do you, Don? Do you, Ronald? Ronald, whatever. You don't have that, do you? You ain't even got them paid properly, do you, dude? No, you ain't even got them getting benefits properly, do. No, what you do is you got your homeboys that's the private business person getting that payoff in their pocket. Y'all ain't, and I really can't wait till American citizens learn to put their bigotries and their prejudices behind them and start catching you cats for who y'all are. I only do the DC Absolute line and vintage DC stuff at this point. I feel you, big bro. Yeah, that art was bad. My brother say reducing his footprint there also. Where facts, my homegirl Jasmine was the one that turned me into the target. Yeah. So I don't, like I said, sometimes this would be one of them times when it would be beneficial as men for us to touch our nose. Yeah, the Target boycott, we're supporting our sister. You know when the men should have said something, but ironically enough, I ain't hear nothing from that pastor nor Roland Martin. Your happy ass should have said something about the piss poor portrayal of black men in Black Panther 2. But you didn't want to say that. No, what you want to do is get in your feelings and insult folks. Boy. I need you to keep that same energy. Need you to keep that same energy. I do. That said, we out. It ain't take long tonight at all. I told you we in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. We are up out of here and everything like that. Let me go back over tonight's topics. Why the MCU may still have a Black Panther problem. Ain't no may. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I don't know what you're gonna do. And mind you, when I say got a Black Panther problem, let me be real specific, because I know folks, T'Challa and Shuri are not the same person. No, let me be clear. The MCU has a T'Challa problem. They got a T'Challa problem. And if they don't fix that T'Challa problem, if folks don't know that T'Challa problem is fixed before December, oh, well, like I said, it's going to do nice the first week. But I can already tell you, it's quite a few of us not going. So I don't know what y'all, well, yes, I do. Y'all need to fix that. Y'all need to fix that. Separate topic we talked about tonight topic. Black Widow and Quicksilver 2-pack. Yeah and nay. That came out today. I think it's available still for pre-order on Hasbro. I'm getting that. Let me get that. 55 and some change. 55 and some change is what that is. Black Panther Intergalactic. More students at the WakandanSchool of Alternative Studies. Stay right here. Because we talked about this last night too, and I just got thinking about it, like, yeah, I'm trying to be funny, but because we went over some names. We went over some names, right? And we got the Intergalactic Empire. We got Intergalactic. We got Black Panther Intergalactic. Did y'all like that? I liked it. We didn't talk about that yet, did we? Okay, we're gonna stay right here. Did y'all like that? Black Panther Intergalactic issue 4. Did y'all like it? I liked it. Now, I'm gonna say this. Love. I'm saying this with love. I'm saying this with love. You're not gonna get the perfect Black Panther story. I'm gonna say it one more time. You're not gonna get the perfect Black Panther story. You gotta learn to take your W's when you get them. Everything can't be a complaint. I'm just saying. You're not gonna get it, because what you want, you're not gonna get. I'm just Jonathan Hickman ain't even gave you the story that you say you want. I'm saying that because this story right here, it was nice. It was nice. Could it have been better? Yeah, I've read worse. I read worse. The artwork was okay. The writing, I didn't know this is what I wanted. And I'm almost of the mindset, I gotta ask, was somebody paying attention? Because I know when the story, low-key to a degree, pick up where I'm going now. Low-key when the story started, before the story started, we read the synopsis. What was we saying? You know what? I'm so damn sick of this. I'm so damn sick of T'Challa having to fight for the throne. Remember we said that? We said, hey, I didn't see this story before. Then we even got to the part where Femi was blaming T'Challa. They said, hey, T'Challa killed my dad. Remember, like, man, I'm so damn sick and tired of that. Why T'Challa always getting blamed for something? Remember we said that? You know that wasn't what was going on by the time we got to issue 4? That ain't what was going on in issue 4. It was T'Challa. And Femi was like, no, T'Challa good. You the king. That ain't what you were saying at the end of Intergalactic. And you wasn't even talking like that low-key last issue, like, T'Challa killed my dad. Well, what happened between issue 3 and issue 4 with this? I'm not mad. I'm just asking two questions. I'm not mad. I saw some stuff flip. Don't act like I was the only one. Don't act like I was the only one ready to flip. Don't because Femi wasn't mad. What did he tell Juggernaut T'Challa? You can't be shooting. You mess around and got murked. I liked it. I liked it. And I don't even know why I need to be liking it, because I'm sitting up here like, I ain't gonna ever get no payoff from this. Let me keep up with the note. So who I got some new characters. Is what I got. I got some new characters. See, I be wanting to see them again. Like, and I'm in my feeling, cause like, I don't think I'm gonna see these characters no more. Who we got? We got Behemoth. I like that. We got Golden Arms. I'm liking that. We got Black Diamond. Stop it. Come on now. Black Diamond. Oh, I love that. And then we got Scythe, however you want to say it, and Wete, the Herald of Wakanda. Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Then we got we got them. Then you got Tosin, Vibraxis, Sister Divine Justice, Cantu from the Mute Zone, Aisha from the Alternative School, Blocks and Bull, all three of them from the Alternative School, Gentle and Basa. Oh, we just filled out our school. Oh yeah. I don't know who we need to talk to. Kimoyo, Gray, Steezle, D-Real, Grand Madam Tarot, Mr. Ray. I don't know what we need to do, but I got some characters here. No. See, now I can go get me a boy. Hey now. We ain't looking at customizing us no Emma Frost. We ain't said. I know Kimoyo want him a black juggernaut. Wait a minute. I do want that black suit Archangel. Woo, look at here, boy. Look at. Ooh, come on, somebody. Black suit, brown skin. Oh, yeah, I need that. We calling him Sight? Yes, Lord. We got Ghoul. We got a black green goblin. Okay. I ain't mad at none of that. I ain't mad at none of that. I ain't mad. I needs me some of that. And I know I ain't gonna ever get it from Hasbro. Not only am I never gonna get them action figures from Hasbro, I'm never gonna see these characters again. I just want to know if you feeling like I'm feeling. That's all. If you was excited to see him, but you know you ain't gonna ever see him again. I need that Panther knot. I know you would. I don't think we ever gonna see him again. I think what we got here is the same thing that we got in the New Warriors, where we see a whole bunch of characters, nice looking costumes, never to be heard from again. Yeah. Sad to say. I got you, Kimoyo. Kimoyo say send him a pic. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn him into action figures because that's gonna be the only way we're gonna get him. Lord have mercy, Jesus. He's so right. He rock with me, nation. We're gonna have to do it again. Kimoyo gonna have to do the picture. Bray and Steezle gonna have to do the animation. Yeah, that's where we at with it. That is where we at with it. Let me keep going. God damn. Being a nerd in comics, like I said, loaded expectations. I wish we had the same expectation level as everybody else, but we don't. No. Folks be looking for us to just buy it because it's black. You're not looking for the white person to do that. I don't know why we're looking to us to do that, but hey. Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, once again, congratulations. I mean that with the utmost sincerity. And honestly, let me say it like this. I want to say being first to get an Academy Award for not necessarily having to do something that, ironically enough, I would consider stereotypical. Yes, you got the Academy Awards and you didn't have to do anything stereotypical. So loving all that, y'all making it do what it's going to do. Keeping it a buck, though. Love your work, Ryan, on that. No, I don't ever want to see you over a superhero project ever again. Period. Moving right along. Roland Martin ends Target boycott. Well, we got clarification. He wasn't the one that ended it. He's drawn, as a matter of fact, he's still saying, hey, it needs to be, folks need to understand that that's still going on. Fanatics and LARPers. I was this old when I found out what a LARPer was. I was. But yes, you do have fans in comics. You do have fanatics in this genre that don't mind saying stuff online that they not gonna say face to face, which is crazy because I'm of the mindset, whatever you say online, it should be something that you would say face to face. The way we engage one another online, by and large, should be no differently than how we engage one another face to face. You're not guaranteed to agree with the person that you're talking to face to face. And I seriously doubt you're gonna come to blows. You go off on one another over a disagreement about fictional characters when you really could just look it up. So, and as far as LARPers, now that I know what that means, it's easy to see who's putting on for the gram in regards to being a comic book fan. And yes, you do have to read comics to be a comic book fan. You got to know football to be a football fan, don't you? Don't you? You got to know what you're looking at, right? It's the same damn thing. You cannot be a comic book fan and you ain't invested in knowing what the hell you doing as far as a comic book goes. No. In essence, what you're trying to do is devalue so you can be stupid. Well, no, you got to put work in. Time and grade. You can't do that when it comes to, watch this. You can't do that in regards to being a custodian. Right. You ain't gonna be able to do that over here as far as being a comic book fan. No, you got to put that work in. Moving right along. Illegal aliens in Medicaid. That lie got to stop. That lie got to stop. There are co-workers people that we work with, knowing that's a bald-faced lie, and they don't say nothing, what they will do is say something along the lines of a Charlie Kirk, but will never acknowledge that lie that sit right there. And you go to work with them. You know where they work at. You see they damn state of whatever badge. They're saying, oh, I work for the Department of Health, or I work for DCL. They got their damn state badge right there, so they know how it works. And they did that trash anyway. Somebody said, I'll never forgive Ryan Coogler for what he did to T'Challa. I will never forgive you Americans who purposefully lied when you know better. All I got to ask right now going forward is, who did you vote for and where have you worked in the past 10 years? If you tell me you worked for Medicaid at any point in time during the past 10 years and you voted for Donald Trump, I'm going to walk away from you so I don't go to jail. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all so much. This been a blast. We had fun. We had fun. My brother Dara comes up in about an hour. Yeah. I'm chilling like a villain and everything like that. I'm really in my action figure mode right now. Like, oh, Lord Jesus. Like, y'all, man, y'all action figure love. Y'all got your action figures. Y'all walking in your house feeling good about what you got going on. Like, whether they do something else you like or not. Like, boy, look here. Let me tell you something. I think this right here and this right here got me all in my feelings. I'm just, what we say, villains and accessories? Well, we ain't really checking for no accessories for the rest of the year. No. The wife that made sure we took that off the board. I don't think we checking for accessories for the rest of 2026. I really don't. So we're just saying bad villains. You had a nice place in your superhero collection when you just down to the dadgum village. Yes, you are. That's it. We out of here. We've been here for an hour and 17 minutes. Shout out to the Rock With Me Nation. Kimoyo, I will send pics, my brother. I will definitely do that. This was a nice little live. Thank y'all for returning the energy. If you got to catch the replay, catch the replay. If there's something you would like me to talk about, let me know. Inbox me, DM me. You know what I mean? Hit me up. Hit a brother up and everything. And it ain't got to be next Wednesday. We drop lives like Daryl said. We do lives every day. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That said, we are out. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Till next time, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and soul. We out.